The idea of doing nothing can sound simple, but that can be extremely difficult. Do you ever stop thinking about work? Because I certainly don't, and that can be a real problem. I became interested in this topic by doing some research for my speech. Not resting our minds can be harmful in the long run, but there's benefits to doing nothing that can help us. So let me give you some helpful tips to explain the magic of doing nothing. The damage that we cause ourselves by overthinking, it is something that we do a lot. We overthink about work, we overthink about anything that we are currently doing, and that can be very, very hurtful to us. But it's not just adults, kids do it too. I remember when I was a child, I used to overthink about everything, and that can cause lack of sleep and or problems mentally. In the TED Talk that I watched, Andy talks about how overthinking makes us unhappy. It makes us be anxious all the time. It makes us be terrified of doing day-to-day work, and it hurts us because we just don't know what to do with our downtime. In another article I read by Dr. Samantha Boardman, she talks about how people become anxious by not knowing what to do with downtime. Stress can be caused by overthinking, and it hurts us. Our minds are lost in thought 47% of our time, and that, like I said before, can make us very unhappy, and we can see it. Society is unhappy all the time. Boardman talks about how she read in a study that people that were put in a windowless room to do nothing for 15 minutes would rather shock themselves, causing physical pain, than be in their thoughts. And that's very troublesome, because is our mind really that full of anxiety and stress-ridden thoughts that we rather hurt ourselves than think it through? But let's not focus on the negative. Let me tell you some tips for helping you do nothing. Doing nothing can help us find things about ourselves. In the article from the Wall Street Journal, Dr. Boardman talks about how she, in an 8-hour flight, found herself thinking about returning back to school to study positive psychology. This was because she had forgotten a book and she had nothing to do. She at first was scared, but she said that the best thing about that was that she had questions to ask herself. Who was she? What was her points in life? And that can help us restore our mind. And he talks about meditation and how meditation made him appreciate what we have around us, the happiness and the things that we live day for day. But it's not the only thing. It's a very practical thing to do. You don't need to cut a lot of time out of your day to do the meditating to clear your mind. You only need 10 mindful minutes, as Andy's speech was named. You can do it while you're commuting. You can do it while you're about to fall asleep. You can do it anytime that you have free time. You just need to learn how to manage your downtime. To sum it all up, learning that we can heal ourselves by doing nothing is quite the news. That means that we can help ourselves be happier by doing basically nothing. So the next time that you find yourself doing absolutely basically nothing, think of those things. Just sit there and not think of anything. Don't do anything, just think. Not work, not school, not anything. And that can make you in the long run happier in life. Thank you.